This 5-foot-long alligator known as Chomp was found roaming around the city, escaping from a Pittsburgh home. Well, today, his former owner, who also had 32 other exotic animals in his Beechview property, went on trial. Now, we're talking about Mark McGowan. You might remember this case from a couple of years ago. Animal welfare officers saying at the time many of the reptiles in the house were living in substandard conditions.
Today, our Aaron Martin was there as McGowan appeared before a judge.
This is Pittsburgh police body camera video of Mark McGowan picking up an alligator inside his Beechview home. It was recorded during a search warrant in June 2019, just days after his pet alligator Chomp escaped and was found on a nearby sidewalk by a neighbor walking his dog. It led to dozens of charges of animal cruelty and recklessly endangering another person. But during the non-jury trial, which began today downtown, the judge acquitted McGowan of animal neglect related to Chomp's escape. The other charges are still in place. During the search warrant, police and animal control officers seized more than 30 animals, including alligators, snakes, and hairless rats. A reptile expert from the Pittsburgh Zoo who was at McGowan's house testified to seeing feces on the floor and in the habitats. A police officer who did an animal wellness check the day before the search warrant also testified alligators were kept in Rubbermaid containers. McGowan has a license to sell reptiles and previously stated he wants his animals back. Now, the Commonwealth rested its case against McGowan late this afternoon. The defense will begin its case tomorrow morning, and McGowan is expected to take the stand in his own defense. Reporting downtown, Aaron Martin, Channel 11 News.